What was the need for Direct Lake when we already had import and direct query as the two storage modes? So before giving you that answer, let's first see how each storage modes work inside Power BI. So in case of import, what happens is you have an external data source, suppose a SQL database. And when you bring your data set inside Power BI, we pull all the tables from the source to Power BI. So the full data is copied to the Power BI Vertipack storage engine. So what does Vertipack do? It encodes the data for each column and stores it in the column format. So in this case, our performance is fastest. Why? Because we have the data cached inside the Power BI in memory. So that is why import mode gives you the fastest processing among all the three storage modes. Now let's come to the direct query. In this storage mode, the data is not copied to Power BI. The data stays in the SQL database itself. Whenever the user interact with the Power BI report, it sends a query, a SQL query to the SQL database. The database queries the database and fetches the result, and it sends back the result to Power BI. So for each and every Power BI interaction, the query is sent back and forth between the SQL database and the Power BI. And this is the slowest among all the three. Now, when we already had these two storage modes, import and direct query, why did we need the direct lake storage mode? So if you see the import, let's take an example of 1 billion rows. Suppose a sales table is there and it has 1 billion rows. So that sales table, 1 billion rows, is always copied to Power BI memory inside the Vertipack engine. And then if the new data is added frequently in the SQL database or the data is changed, in that case, this 1 billion rows is always copied to Power BI again and again. And the refresh time takes longer to refresh the dataset. So this is the drawback for the import mode. And in the direct query mode, the performance was bad because the data is not cached in memory. Now, in the direct query mode, whenever some data is changed in database, it will directly reflect to Power BI. So that is the reason when we need real-time data, we stick to direct query mode. However, the report can be sluggish and it can feel very slow because it always fetches the data from the SQL database and brings the result from there. So to avoid these two problems, Direct Lake came into picture. So now let me tell you how does Direct Lake work. So in the Direct Lake, all the data resides inside OneLake. So suppose we have this SQL Server data. So we create a lake house inside the Fabric workspace using a data pipeline. Lakehouse data is automatically stored in the OneLake because in Fabric, all the data is stored inside the OneLake itself. And a semantic model will be created from the lakehouse. Then we create a Power BI report on top of the semantic model. In the direct lake, all the data is not loaded to Power BI Vertipack engine. It stays in the OneLake itself. Whenever we require some data, only those data are loaded from OneLake to Vertipack engine. So to explain you, suppose we have a table where we have customer, product, country, sales, profit, discount, then date. So suppose we have these columns inside a table and this is our data set. So all these columns data will not be loaded into Vertipack engine. Whenever we will create any chart inside the Power BI report, like sales over time, we need a sales and date for the chart. So what will happen is only the sales and the date column will be loaded inside the Vertipack engine. And now it will behave as import mode and it will give you the fastest performance. So I have this blank Power BI report and I have connected the semantic model via direct link. In this case, these table data are not loaded inside the Vertipack engine. As long as I create any visual, for example, I create a chart, this card visual I create and I want to show the total amount. So if I click on total amount, it is bringing the data to Vertipack engine from the OneLake. And this process is called transcoding. Now, this column data lives inside the Vertipack engine and the rest of the columns data lives in the OneLake itself. And now again, if I create a line chart and if I add the total amount and the date column, total amount was already present inside the Vertipack engine. It only brought this date column from the OneLake. So now we have two columns that are present inside the Vertipack engine and the rest of the columns are present in the OneLake itself. So this is how the direct lake works. And that is why its performance is near import mode. Now, how direct lake is better than import mode and direct query? In the import mode, it has to do a full copy of the data to Power BI Vertipack engine every time the dataset changes, which takes refresh time This is not needed inside the Direct Lake mode. So whenever some data changes inside Direct Lake, the semantic model can reference to that latest file. And that referencing is called framing in Fabric. Now, how is it better than DirectQuery? It is better than DirectQuery because it can give near real-time performance because it is fetching the data from OneLake and the performance is just like import mode and it is much faster than the DirectQuery. Now let's come to the conclusion. Should we avoid using import mode and direct query mode and just only stick to direct lake? No, we shouldn't do that because import mode and direct query mode still have some importance. Import mode is better when you have less data and it can be refreshed quickly. So in that case, import mode is best. Now, when is the direct query best? When you need the real time data from the external source. What do you mean by external source? So SQL database is an external source. And if you want the real-time data in Power BI, you can only get from the direct query mode because here the external data has some pipelines to go through, which has some latency. So it's not the real time. It can be said near real time, but it's not the real time. So for the real time data from the external source, you can stick to direct query mode. And other than that, you can stick to the direct lake mode. So that was all about the 3 storage modes in Power BI. If you need my help and want to connect one-on-one with me on any Power BI issue, you can book a call on TopMate. I have provided the link in the description. And if you want to buy any Power BI product, you can go to the digital product and buy it from here. See you there. I hope you found this video useful and have learned something new from this video. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye and thanks for watching.